Y'all ever heard something over the years that just stuck with you? Like, you don't know why it stuck because you ain't never have all the full details around it, but for some reason it stuck with you. Well, this is one of those stories because I was watching a story time earlier and this guy was talking about how he works in the emergency room. And he was saying, like, if you've never worked in the emergency room, you probably not going to understand what he's talking about. Then he proceeds to talk about like the different beings or people that come into the emergency rooms and the things that he sees. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and link the video below so y'all can watch it yourself. Listening to his video unlocked a memory for me because I worked in the hospitals like in Connecticut as well as in Atlanta. I'll never forget, I was working at, I ain't gonna say the name of the hospital, but I was working at a hospital here in Atlanta, and somebody that works there told me something that never left my spirit. They told me that in the morgue there are classifications. So I'm like, what you talking about, classification? So they proceed to tell me like they have human and then they have a non-human section. So of course most people hear that and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe that's a dog or a cat or something like that. Y'all, and I get that because that is the easiest, cleanest, most logical explanation. However, it's so much deeper than that because the way it was said to me, it didn't feel like they was talking about no animal. One of the things they said, and they was talking real cryptic, like it was so coded, but I was reading between the lines. I was picking up what they was putting down, damn it. They said bodies come in that don't fit cleanly into the usual boxes. And this ain't in no scary movie type of way. This is more of not following normal medical patterns, if that makes sense. It was told to me for these beings in particular, there's no normal trauma pattern. Oh yeah, no normal organ response either. And I was told typically before humans pass, there's like this normal behavior that happens before that. These particular beings didn't follow that pattern. I'm sure most people that work in the ER or even in the morgue, y'all gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. What I've noticed is y'all keep everything on the hush too. Y'all don't never speak about this shit out loud. It's more of a you had to be there type of conversations going on. Even in the video that I'm referencing that the guy was talking in, you could tell he was speaking in codes. And like he said in the video, because he can't say a lot of things. But you could tell he wasn't talking about different personalities when he was talking about the differences. He was talking about the energetic differences, the different energy expressions in human form. We all know the hospital is not a place of healing. It is like the doorway between life and death. And any doorway gonna see things that most people never will. When I worked in the hospital, I did not work in the ER, nor did I work in the morgue. However, I've seen some shit myself. Maybe I should say I smelled some shit. Because when you encounter these beings that is not human, they have a particular smell. And I'm not good at describing what this shit smells like. So if you know what I'm talking about, get in the comments and let everybody know. But you gonna know. You gonna know when you smell they ass. When people start joking, saying shit like, you don't know what really exists out here. Me being who I am and knowing what I know and seeing what I seen, I think that shit is more literal than we comfortable admitting. When I say this, I'm not saying this from a place of fear. Because I don't fear spirits. I don't fear other entities. Like, ain't shit to fear. What I'm talking about is recognizing and understanding there is more to reality than what's on the surface level. What I'm saying is the people that work in the hospitals or in the morgues, especially in the emergency rooms, they get to see the rawest reality. Everybody in a bodysuit is not operating by the same rules. There's so much more I could touch on when it comes to this topic, but yeah, I know I have to be very mindful because all these algorithms don't like the truth. That's exactly why I built my own community. I have coded my own app called Y.O.U that has my own community. It's like a spiritual technical college. If y'all really want me to go in on this topic, I'll do that, but on my own platform. I got so tired of eating at their table, so I had to build my own. You're not about to keep censoring me. I'm going to talk. I got so many features within this app. But one of them that I love is I added a feature where people can go in and suggest different things for content. So if you have any stories, especially around what I'm talking about in this video, make sure you submit. In the meantime, y'all get in them comments and let me know what's up. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.